A hunter stands at the edge of the forest. He has 3 seconds to decide. Follow the elk left or go right. Left means 6 hours of tracking. Right means danger. A cave with bear markings. He closes his eyes for 1 second. He decides right. 2 hours later, he's killed an elk, fed his family for a week. He had 0 data, 0 analytics, 0 time to think, and he made the perfect decision. You have unlimited data, unlimited time, unlimited tools, and you still get it wrong.
We think decision-making is a skill. Ancient people knew it was an art, and there's a difference. Skills are learned through instruction. You study them, you optimize them, you master them through analysis. Art is learned through immersion in uncertainty. You make decisions, you live with the consequences. Your intuition hardens. Modern people have spent 50 years trying to turn decision-making into a skill. It's made us worse at it, and I'm about to show you why.
Here's what ancient people understood that we've forgotten. Decision-making isn't about having more information. It's about having faster instincts. A hunter didn't have 5 choices. He had immediate responses. See the tracks? Follow them. See the sky change? Get back. Hear the sound? Move now. No deliberation, no pros and cons list, no analysis paralysis. His nervous system was trained through consequence. Make a bad decision in the forest, you don't get to eat, or you die, or your family does. That's not a classroom. That's the most brutal feedback loop ever invented. And it created something modern decision makers have completely lost: decisive confidence. He didn't think his decision was right. He knew it, because his body had been calibrated through 1,000 near failures. That's why ancient people made faster, better decisions. Not because they were smarter, because they were calibrated.
Now, look at how we decide things. You have a business decision to make. What do? You gather data, you run surveys, you build spreadsheets, you ask 5 people, you overthink for 3 weeks. Sound familiar? Here's the problem. The more information you have, the more doubt you create. Because with infinite data, there's always another angle you haven't considered, always another scenario, always another reason to wait. Ancient people made decisions with incomplete information so constantly that they learned something crucial. There is no perfect decision. There is only a decision you're confident enough to act on. And the moment you act, your confidence becomes irrelevant. Only the result matters. We've inverted this. We spend 80% of our time building confidence through data and 20% on actually deciding. Ancient people did the opposite. 20% gathering scraps of information, 80% committing to the decision and living with it.
Here's the cost of this flip. You become calibrated to overthinking, not to consequence. Your nervous system learns more information equals safety. So you keep gathering, keep analyzing, keep waiting. Meanwhile, people who act while you're still thinking are getting feedback. They're learning, they're adjusting, they're moving forward. You know what they'll be in 2 years? They'll be experts in their domain because they've made 500 decisions and lived with 500 consequences. You'll still be good at research. And research isn't a skill. It's a delay tactic. The irony? You think more information reduces risk, but actually, the risk of not deciding is always higher than the risk of deciding wrong. Because deciding wrong teaches you something. Deciding to wait just teaches you nothing.
So what's the missing piece? Ancient people had something called gut confidence. Not arrogance, confidence. Which is, you make a decision, you act immediately, and you trust that any information you were missing will reveal itself through action. That's not reckless, it's intelligent. Because the only information that actually matters is the information revealed by consequences. Everything else is speculation. A hunter didn't need to think about whether the elk was bigger than he could handle. He'd find out when he hunted it. A sailor didn't need to debate whether the boat would make the crossing. He'd know when he was at sea. The moment you act, reality calibrates you. And that calibration is faster, more accurate, and more valuable than any analysis.
So here's what you need to do differently. Stop gathering information when you have enough to make a reasonable decision. Not perfect, reasonable. Then act. Act while you're still uncertain. Act while doubt is loud. Act before you feel ready, because feeling ready is just another form of waiting. And the only way to become confident in your decisions is to make bad ones and survive them. That's what ancient people knew. Every decision you delay is a decision you're not getting feedback on. Every decision you make is training your intuition. And intuition, real, calibrated intuition, is the oldest skill you possess. You're just burying it under data. The hunter didn't have a decision-making framework.
He had trained instincts, and he got them by deciding constantly, failing often, and trusting that his nervous system would adjust. That's available to you right now. Your next decision is already in your hands. The only question is, are you going to act on it, or are you going to wait for more information that will never make you feel sure? Ancient people chose to act. That's why they thrived. If you liked my insight, do subscribe to the channel because we will build your best version.